Hello, Kim Townsel. Welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is professional reputation. Some people may look at me and say, well, your YouTube channel covers a lot of ground. You cover a lot of things about your professional information, your career, but you also have some things on there that might be controversial. I'm at the end of my career. I have made a name for myself. I have myself externally vetted past my employer to vouch for my professional expertise. For someone who is at the beginning of his or her career, as unfair as it may be, they're just simply not going to be able to do the same thing. Let me explain why. Social media makes it really difficult to hide anything. For a young person at the beginning of his or her career, sometimes social media can expose parts of their personal life that they may not be willing to let their employer know about. Once it's out there, it's out there. If people think that they delete something on their end, that it's deleted on the rest of the world's end, that is not the case. When one of my sons went into the service, he was supposed to remove all traces of his internet persona. I was wanting to find some poetry he had written, and I found it on a backup website that was based out of Japan. So it's out there, people. Be really, really careful. If you're at the beginning of your career, just don't post anything electronically that you don't want shared, because it's very likely to be. Another piece of advice for someone who's at the beginning of his or her career is public behavior. Everyone has a cell phone. There are cameras everywhere for security purposes. It is highly unlikely that something that someone's doing is going to be completely and totally anonymous. Someone at the beginning of his or her career needs to take this advice to heart. Almost everything that we do, every place that we go, every action that we make is most likely recorded at any time. Be aware of that. Someone who engages in activities, social behavior, public behavior, that's going to damage his or her professional career might need to reconsider that. Another aspect for someone at the beginning of his or her career needs to consider is the oral communications. I have college students who have not mastered basic grammatical mistakes. All of us make errors. I still do. I watch our YouTube videos that I make and still cringe at things that I say and the way that I say them. However, we do need to do the best that we can for our oral communications. I was weak at this when I graduated, and it was just something I had to work on, and I continue to have to work on this. Another aspect that young people coming into their careers need to focus on is written communications. It is so easy to make mistakes when we're speaking. It's so easy to make mistakes when we're writing, but it's to our benefit to make sure that they're put out as best as we can. Now, I believe because of technology, we are able to say so much more and to produce so much more in the written arenas that it's almost impossible to put anything out and not make a mistake. It's important to have people whom we trust to help us out with that. So peer review can be a great thing. Another aspect that someone at the beginning of the career needs to really think about is initiative. Initiative means taking matters into your own hands. Instead of complaining or whining or begging for help, throwing your hands out, expecting someone to hold your hand. This is a follow-through from helicopter parents who don't want their kids to make a mistake. It's a follow-through from middle school where nobody wants 8th graders to fail, and they don't want 8th graders to fail because they don't want people who look like adults in middle school or junior high. And it carries through to adulthood for some people. A true adult, a true person who's ready to enter a profession, takes initiative. They read the directions, they try to find out what the answers are themselves, instead of immediately throwing his or her hands up and asking for help. You ask for help when you've exhausted all other avenues of trying to find out what the answer is. Show initiative. Another way to show initiative is if you see something that needs to be done, do it. Just do it. The last thing I have for this video is a way for young people entering a profession to help build their career is professional networking. This is almost common sense, but I find a lot of people are timid to do this and don't really know how to do it. Professional networking begins with volunteering at places that have something to do with your field. You're going to meet people there who can help you, who can tell you, say, oh yes, so-and-so is hiring, They're going to spread your name. They're going to build bridges for you when you're not even aware of it. So professional networking by volunteering is one of the best ways to get started. The second way is to join professional organizations and go to the events. If you're shy, just say, okay, I'm shy, but I'm going to go up and speak to this person. I'm shy, but I'm going to go up to this circle of friends and listen. I'm going to introduce myself. Just get in there so that people can help you. If they don't know you or don't see you or don't know your name, it's going to be very difficult for people to help you. Then volunteer at these organizations' events. Get in there and be a helper, showing initiative, and people will help you. People want to help people who are helping others. If you are a young professional at the beginning of your career, I hope that you take these little pieces of advice from someone who's at the end of hers and use them to help you build your career. Thank you for watching. If appropriate, like, subscribe, share, leave your comments below. Thanks again.